Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Lectures and Labcoats. My name is Sparks, and as always I will be your lovely lab-coated lecturing Let's Player for today. We have a nice little project, a nice little device here, which a lot of survival servers might find useful. So I'm sure many of you have been in the experience where a night has fallen and you want to sleep, but not everybody else on the server is willing or able to sleep. And as most of you know, in a multiplayer server, everybody in the server needs to be in bed for the time to be set to day. So this little device here keeps that sort of survival aspect of bed sleeping, but allows you to make it so that only one person has to be sleeping to set the time to day. Many servers and certain game modes of gameplay style might find this useful. So Scary Nugget here is going to help us demonstrate. He's suffering a little bit from snapshot sickness. But he's happy to help out all the same. I've got him on a separate screen here so I can control him and things like that. I should point out this is for the 1.8 snapshot, 14 weeks 07A and up. So if Scary Nugget here wants to sleep, he can right click on the bed and go to sleep as usual. And we can see that this machine here is going to blink a little bit. The time's been set to day. Scary Nugget has been ejected from his bed, and if he dies, you'll see that his spawn has been set properly next to the bed as it should. So the bed works as intended, and this bed can be anywhere in the world. You can have as many beds as you like. I will show you how to build this and also sort of explain how it works as I go. So this device requires a 3x4 space with a footprint of 3x4, and we're going to start by making a simple hopper clock. You could use a different clock if you like. So it's two hoppers facing into each other. You can place an item inside, and that item will bounce back and forth. And you put a comparator here, and that comparator is just going to blink. Put a command block here, which is going to be constantly checking for players who are sleeping. So this is very easy to do. You write test for at A, that's all players, and then you put some curly brackets, and inside that you put sleeping colon 1. So if it finds a player who is sleeping, this comparator here will turn on. Very good. So we've successfully detected that somebody is trying to sleep. Over here we're going to put a little redstone torch, so when this sleeping returns true, that torch will turn off. And on top we're going to put another set of hoppers facing into each other. So they point into each other, and we can put about 10 items in here. I find 10 is a good count. And this bit here is like a countdown timer. So when somebody gets into bed, the items are going to start flowing from this hopper into this one. And we're going to work out exactly when those items are finished flowing out by putting a block and then a torch. So this torch will turn on when this comparator is empty. This is so that, you know, when you get into a bed, the screen darkens for a little bit before the time is set. So this simulates that with about 10 blocks. And it also means that if somebody gets out of bed before the allotted time, this comparator will turn off, this torch will turn on again, and the items will start flowing back into here. So it kind of resets itself, so people can't just pop into bed really quickly and jump out again, and the time will still set today. And finally we put a command block here with time set 0 written inside it. So that's very simple. Test for a player. If one is found at sleeping, there's a 10 block countdown time, and after that time is set to 0. And obviously, because it's day, people will be ejected from their beds, and this comparator will turn off, and the system will restart again. So very simple to build. As an additional thing, you can obviously put this in a bedrock box somewhere if you want to make sure nobody tampers with it. But if you want to give it a bit of a skylight, you can reduce the lag that this creates by going three blocks out, putting 3 bits of dust, and then putting a daylight sensor on top. Now this daylight sensor is going to keep this clock off during the day, and it'll only be as night falls that the signal strength here drops far enough from this daylight sensor that this clock turns on. So if you want to give it some skylight, you can put a daylight sensor on it like this, and that'll just reduce the lag a little bit. But in general, it's a fairly lag-free system, and it should be fairly useful. So I mean, I can go take this bed anywhere I like. I could go, if I teleport myself out, let's say 10,000 blocks to wherever I am now, if the world would load. That might have been a little bit far. Okay, so I'm about 10,000 blocks out. You can see my coordinates there. I can put down my bed, take a nap, and the time will be set to day. So that's about it. It's very small, very compact and easy to make. I hope people find this useful. If you use this on your server, feel free to let me know. I'd love to hear some stories of how it's changed the gameplay, for good or for worse. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.